We got Air Force going on the road to take on UConn. It's a 10 a.m. Mountain Time game on CBS Sportsnet. Air Force comes in this one 3-6 on the season, upsetting San Jose State in terrific fashion. They're taking on a pretty good UConn team, a team that lost close matchups to Delaware and Rice. Lost to Syracuse, but they got some good wins against Buffalo, Boston College, UAB, and Duke most recently. This is going to be a really intriguing matchup. You got Air Force, who, despite their record, still just as competitive as ever, most noticeably against their game against San Jose State. Taking on a UConn team that's pretty legit, led by their quarterback Joe Fagnano, 25 touchdowns on the year, no interceptions, nearing that 3,000-yard mark. Cam Edwards, 866 yards rushing, 10 rushing scores on the year. A team that does not make too many mistakes. They're plus 13 on the turnover ratio. They're averaging about 36 points per game, the Huskies are. A team that plays really clean football, and they're going up against Air Force that is sort of played the opposite. They've been competitive, but usually mistakes and turnovers have wind up against them, and they've lost most of those matchups. Of course, the Falcons have had trouble stopping opposing offenses all year long. -1 in the turnover ratio. They're averaging about 33 points per game, the Falcons are, and certainly the majority of that production is coming on the back of Liam Zarka. They're do-it-all quarterback that's effective passer, certainly their go-to rusher that has 13 rushing touchdowns on the season. UConn comes in this game 8.5-point favorites. The over-under on it 63.5. The Huskies are a pretty good team, but they're going to have to watch out for Air Force. Certainly, riding the momentum off of last week's win, this feels like a game that UConn could slip up and find themselves in trouble if Air Force can have their way offensively and just limit mistakes and hopefully get some stops. By all indications, seeing how Air Force has had trouble stopping the passing attack all year long, I can see UConn having quite a day at home and really making the running attack from the Falcons sort of void. If the Huskies can score and score quickly, it does not matter if Air Force can engineer a 6-minute, 7-minute drive with points, because they'll find themselves running out of time by then. UConn is an independent school. They don't have any bigger looming conference title to worry about. They just play their best football week by week, and certainly a team not to sleep on in Air Force coming in, but they should handle it fairly well, seeing as have they been able to handle most of the teams this season. Air Force going on the road to take on UConn. It's a 10 a.m. Mountain Time game on CBS Sportsnet. Be sure to check this one out.